So we're in section, we're just doing some review of order of operations. So what does number 18 say?
Left bracket.
Open paren?
Open.
Does it say open paren 1 divided by?
Open paren 1 divided by 5,
close paren. 5 times.
Are you recording, Gigi?
Yeah.
Okay.
5 times 14.
5 times 14.
So open.
What we have to do is we have to do the parentheses first.
Parentheses first.
So 1 divided by 5.
1 divided by 5. That's a fraction, isn't it? You want your calculator?
Yes,
it's going to turn into a decimal. So 1 divided by 5.
1 divided by 5 equals 0.2.
0.2, if we have it as a decimal, as a fraction, it would be 1 over 5. Then what do? So we did the parentheses, we had 0.2.
Exponents.
Okay, then you do exponents. Are there any exponents in this particular problem?
No.
No. So then what?
We do the 5 times 14.
5 times 14, or you could multiply the 0.2 times 5 and then times 14, because when that 5 is next to the open paren, or the closed paren, actually in this case, it means multiply. So you're going to multiply times 5 and then multiply by 14.
So times 5?
Times 5.
Times 5.
And then times 14.
Times 1, 4 equals 1, 4.
Equals 14. That's the end of the problem. So you want to braille it and write the answer?
Yeah.
So you're going to have an open paren, which is a of, right?
Yep.
And then a number sign, 1, and then your division symbol. Do you remember what that is?
4, 6, 3, 4.
4, 6, 3, 4. Good. And then 5. And then a closed paren, which is a with. And then you just put the 5 next to it, right? The number 5 next to it. That means times. Or you could write a times 5 if you'd like. Okay, and then times 14. There you go. Now write equals. Good, 14. Nicely done. So the next one.
How many do you want to do?
Well, let's just do, let's at least do these. There's 6 of them on this page, so let's see if we can get through these 6. So we have, go ahead, read it.
7 plus open paren 9 minus 3 to the power of 2 close bracket or
Close paren.
close paren.
Right. 7 plus 9. Oh, 7 plus open paren 9 minus 3 to the second power close paren. So what do we need to do first?
We need to do the open paren.
Okay, in the open parens.
7 plus.
Oh, oops, that's on the outside. 7 plus open paren 9 minus 3 squared. So what's inside your close paren? What's inside your parentheses?
7 and 9.
You're feeling that a little weird. It's look for your of symbol. That's the start of your open paren. Now what's next to it to the right?
A 9.
9. That's what's inside your parens.
That's
9.
what I said, 7.
9 minus 3 squared is what's inside your parens.
Yeah, 9
Okay, there you go. So what do you got to do inside the parens first?
9 minus 3.
Careful. Feel that 3. What does that 3 got next to it?
To the second power.
Should we do exponents first before we subtract?
Yeah.
Yes. So 3 to the second power means what?
3 2 times.
3 2 times. Exactly. 3 times 3 is 9. Now do the 9 minus 9.
9 minus 0.
0. Good mental math. So you have 0, and then you finally add that, what, to it? Right at the beginning.
The 7.
The 7, exactly. So 7 plus the 0 is 7.
7.
All right, so you want to braille it? So you have a number 7 plus open paren 9 minus 3 superscripted to the power of 2, close paren, then your equal sign. 7. Nicely done. 20. So we got a fraction involved here. We'll talk about that. But what is it? So it should say simple fraction indicator 3/4.
3 times 4.
3 divided by 4, 3/4.
4.
Then open bracket, and then it'll do your closed simple fraction symbol, and then it should have an open bracket.
Open bracket.
4
divided by.
Good.
Open paren. 7 minus 4.
Excellent.
Close paren.
Close paren. Close bracket. Okay, so you're going to have to practice several things on this one, aren't you?
Yeah.
But you want to talk about the problem first? What shall we do to solve it?
We would do open fraction indicator.
But 3/4. So but if we wanted to solve the problem, what would we do first?
The parentheses?
The parentheses, right. So what's inside the parentheses?
Let's see. 4 divided by 7. Wait.
Here, Drew. So you have 4 divided by open paren, 7 minus 4 closed paren in the brackets. So inside the brackets, what should we do first?
We already have our parentheses.
Right, so we want to do the parentheses, right? So 7 minus 4. Mental math that. 7 minus
3.
4. 3. All right. And then we have 4 divided by 3 for the rest of that in the bracket. Okay.
All clear. 4 divided by 3 equal 1.3333333.
So it's a repeater decimal, 1.33 repeated, which is the same as 1 1/3.
Yeah.
All right. And then now what's left over, and the whole expression, read it, and what do we have to multiply that 1 1/3 by, or 1.33333 by? Remember what was at the beginning? You want to read it? What was at the beginning?
4.
No, you already did the 4. What's on the other side of the left bracket?
7.
3/4. You see,
4.
at the very beginning of the whole expression, it says 3/4 bracket. Simple fraction, 3/4.
3/4.
Right. So you have 3/4 times this 1 1/3, or 1.33333 repeated. Okay. So I want to talk about that for a second. Hold on. So so we have that 3/4 left over, and we want to times it by that 1 1/3, or 1.33, which is actually 4 divided by 3. So this is a little bit of fraction math. If we have 3/4 times 4/3,
No, 1/3.
it's actually 1 1/3, which becomes 4/3 as an improper fraction. So we'll have to review that. But to multiply fractions, if we go straight across, we would have 3 times 4 is 12,
Yeah.
and 4 times 3 is 12, and 12 divided by 12 is 1.
Yep.
So the answer for the whole problem is 1, without having the decimal involved. So this reminds me, this is good that we're talking about this, because this reminds me we need to go over some fraction principles, so that's okay. You want to braille the problem and
Yeah.
put the answer? Okay, so it's good practice. So simple fraction indicator, and then the number 3, and then your horizontal fractional line, which would be a 3/4, and then the number 4, and then your close fraction indicator, which is a number sign, and then your open bracket indicator, which is,
Of with a dot 4.
what is it?
Of with a dot 4.
Yeah, the dot 4 first, though, right? Dot 4 of?
I think it's of with a dot.
Oh, it's of with the dot 4? Let me look. I'm always reviewing my stuff here.
You always keep your book.
Yeah. So it's dot 4 before the of sign, and then the number 4, and then divided by, then the open paren, which is just an of, and 7, minus 4, close paren, which is your width, and then your close bracket, which is a dot 4 width. There you go. That's a lot, isn't it? And then equals 1. All that to equal 1, right? So 21 says what?
Open bracket.
Open bracket.
3
divided
divided by
by
open paren.
open paren.
2
2 times. That's a time symbol, the
Times
dot
1.
time symbol.
times 1.
Times 1.
Open paren.
Close paren.
Close paren.
Close bracket.
Close bracket. 3/8.
So that's simple fraction 2 over 3, 2/3.
And then close bracket.
Yeah, the TH symbol is the simple fraction indicator, and then in between it should say 2, and then a horizontal fraction bar, and then 3, and then it gives the number symbol or BLE symbol to say the simple fraction's done. So it's 3 divided by, open bracket, 3 divided by open paren, 2 times 1, close paren, close bracket, times 2/3. So what do we need to do first?
The parentheses.
The parentheses, and what's inside the parentheses?
3 divided by 2.
3 divided by open paren, 2 times 1, close paren. So inside the brackets is 3 divided by open paren, 2 times 1, close paren. So you need to do what's actually inside the actual parens, the parentheses, before we do what's the rest of it inside the brackets. So what's inside the actual parentheses, the open paren, close paren?
3.
Oh, careful, read it. Look for the open paren, close paren.
2
2,
times 1.
2 times 1. So what's 2 times 1?
3.
2 times 1? Think about your facts. 2 times 1. You can do this. How many? 1, 2. 2 times 1. Anything times 1 is what?
1.
Anything times 1 is... Drew times 1 is what?
1.
Drew. Remember, it's identity, right? We talked about these yesterday.
So
JJ times 1 is
2.
JJ. Cody times 1 is Cody, right? So 2 times 1 is 2. Right. It's its identity. Okay, so you have 3 divided by 2. Now, this is where I want to talk about fraction principles. If we put 3 in a fraction bar and put it over 2, and we multiply it by 2 over 3, because that's the rest of the equation. Right now, I'm just going to talk about multiplying straight across. We'll talk about simplifying later. But when you multiply fractions, you multiply straight across. So you multiply the numerator, the top number, times the top number. So we have 3 on the top on one side, 2 on the top on the other side. So 3 times 2 is what?
6.
6. And then on the bottom, in the denominator position, we have a 2 with the first number and a 3 with the second number. So we're going to multiply those straight across. 2 times 3 is
6.
6. Now, 6 over 6, or 6 divided by 6, what is that? Oh, you're going to really use your calculator, Drew?
6 divided by 6 equals 1.
Equals 1. Right, equals 1. You knew that. You knew that. You need to have some confidence in your facts. All right, 6 divided by 6 is 1. So that's the answer to that problem. Want to braille it?
Yeah.
What does number 22 say?
Open bracket.
Oh,
3.
nope, that's 21. Move down 1. 22.
2.
2,
Open paren.
open paren,
3
3.
divided by.
Oops, that's a time symbol. That's the dot time symbol. We use a dot for time, so that's the dot time symbol. It's multiply, so 3 times 2.
3
Minus
minus 5.
5.
Close paren.
Close paren.
Plus.
Plus
3
times.
times. Open fraction inserted. 1 times 3.
1 divided by 3, or 1 over 3.
By 3. Close bracket.
So it's 3 times 1/3, right? So what are we going to work on first according to order of operations? The parentheses. So inside the parentheses, what should we do first?
2 minus.
So think about your order of operations. Parentheses, exponents,
Just,
multiply or divide, add or
we only
subtract.
have one number though.
We have, oh, no, read it again. We have 3 times 2 minus 5. See the 3 times there at the beginning?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we gotta do 3 times 2, don't we?
Yeah.
So we have 6.
6.
Then 6 minus 5 is
1.
1, all right. And then we pull down that 2 times 1.
Yep.
Okay, and that is what? 2 times 1?
2.
2. Right on. Identity, right? And then it says plus, and then we have 3 times 1/3. Now this is where I'm going to teach you something about fractions, all right? So that 3 is the same as putting 3 over 1, okay? 3 over 1 is the same as 3 over 1, or 3 ones, times 1 over 3. Now we're in the same situation we were last time. We're going to talk about just multiplying straight across. So what is 3 times 1?
3.
3. And then the denominator position is a 1 times a 3. What's 1 times 3?
3.
3. And what is 3 over 3, or 3 divided by 3?
Oh man.
If you have $3 and 3 people, how much money would everybody get?
3.
$3 and 3 people.
6? No, not 6.
Nope. If there was $3 sitting in front of us on this table and there was 3 people, how much would we each get?
All clear.
No.
Your division is a little struggling today, huh?
3 equal 1.
1, okay. So you have 1.
1.
So we end up with 2 plus 1. What's the final answer?
3.
3, good. Okay.
Now boil it.
So let's braille it. All right. We're looking at number 23. What does that say?
Six
6
times.
times, good.
Open indicator. 1 times 6.
1 divided by 6, or 1 over
divided
6.
by 6.
Open fraction, closed fraction is 1 over 6. 1
over
6th. Okay.
5
Plus 5.
plus 5.
Open paren. Open is an open paren.
Open paren. 12
12.
times
Oops, what's that symbol?
divided by
Divided by, right?
4
4
minus
minus
3
3.
close paren.
Close paren. Excellent. All right, so looking at that expression, what do you need to do first?
The parentheses.
Parentheses. Inside the parentheses it says 12 divided by 4 minus 3. What should we do first?
12 divided by
Excellent. 12 divided by 4.
12.
All clear. 1, 2. Divided by 4 equal 3.
3.
3. Okay, and then we have, so that we'd have 3 minus 3. So now what's that equal?
0.
0. Okay. Now, that's still in parens and it's sitting next to a 5. That means 5 times 0. What's 5 times 0?
5.
5 times 0. 5 plus 0 is 5, but 5 zeros is how much?
5.
If I have 5 of nothing, I still have nothing, don't I?
Yep.
So it's 0.
That's
Okay.
0.
All right, so 5 times 0 is 0. And we pull down the plus. So we're going to be adding 0 to something. So now we have this 6 times 1 over 6. So let's talk about this again. A whole number 6 is the same as putting the 6 all over 1, right? And we're going to times it by 1 over 6, or 1/6. So you're going to go straight across. The 6 and the 1 on the top. 6 times 1 is 6. Good. And then on the in the denominator position, 1 times 6 is 6. And what is 6 divided by 6, or 6 over 6?
6.
Divided by 6?
Oh. 1.
1. There you go. You're starting to get the hang of it. Anytime you have a number divided by itself, you're always going to get 1, right?
Yep.
So now we have 1 plus 0, and 1 plus 0 is
0.
1 plus 0?
1.
1. Okay. You're making me laugh. All right, braille that out and answer it.